Imagine paying off your mortgage in just 3 years. That's exactly what Sean Cooper did, and in one of Canada's hottest real estate markets to boot. The Toronto financial writer reveals all secrets in his new book. It is called Burn Your Mortgage. And Sean Cooper joins me now. Sean, good morning. Nice to see you.
Morning, Jeff.
And by the way, happy birthday. I understand today's your birthday.
Yes, definitely keeping busy.
Okay, so are you actually going to, I don't know, buy a cake this year? You going crazy for your birthday now that you've paid off your mortgage?
Maybe a cake on sale, but yes, I certainly am going to have a cake this year.
Oh, it'll be one on sale, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. First of all, now at the back end of this all, just how bad was it, the pain you went through? What sort of things did you have to go through to pay off a Toronto mortgage in 3 years?
So when I took out my mortgage, I knew I didn't want it to be a life sentence. So for me, I cut back on the two biggest expenses for me, which were food as well as transportation. Instead of owning a vehicle, I took transit as well as cycled. And for food expenses, I'm a vegetarian myself, so it definitely helps save money. But what I talk about in the book is that you don't have to go carless like me. Perhaps instead of owning 2 cars, if you're a family, you can go down to 1. And there are plenty of ways to save on groceries, such as buying in bulk as well as buying in season. So, you know, you don't have to pay off your mortgage like me in 3 years.
Okay, so that's the financial part of it. But
Yes.
what about the personal part and relationships? I mean, did you lose friends along the way?
Well, I'm lucky that my friends were supportive for the most part, but it was definitely about letting them know how important this was to me, because if you have a significant other, if you're not single like myself, it's important to have them on board, because if you're working towards 2 separate goals yourself, if somebody wants to pay off the mortgage quick, but it's more important to travel for your significant other, then you know you can kind of be at odds and butting heads. So it's definitely important to be on the same page financially.
Okay, what would you say to critics? You're a financial guy, a financial writer, who would say, listen, this is the wrong strategy, that you're better, you know, you don't have maybe as great a life in the short term, and as well, you're better to take that money you're using to pay off your mortgage and invest in something that's a little more interest bearing.
Well, I saw it as short-term pain for long-term gain. With interest rates as low as they are today, instead of using them as an excuse to pile on more debt, use them as an opportunity to pay down the biggest debt of your lifetime, your mortgage. Not only is paying down your mortgage a guaranteed rate of return, when you pay down your mortgage at today's low interest rates, about 50 cents on the dollar goes towards principal. But if we went back a decade, only about 25 cents on the dollar would go towards principal. So if you're super focused, you can get rid of your mortgage in record timing, similar to me.
All right, you're through it. You're on the back end now. Was the pain worth it?
Definitely. I mean, I worked hard for those 3 years, and now I have the rest of my life to enjoy financial freedom. And for me, financial freedom means working less hours, but it means many things for many people. For example, it could be taking a less stressful job, volunteering, as well as traveling the world. So once you have that end goal in mind, it really gets you motivated to get up each day and work one step closer in order to achieving that.
All right, now that you've achieved your goal, how does life change for you? What's the first thing you're going to do with some of this, I guess, newfound money?
Well, I'm definitely going to travel more, because that's one of the sacrifices that I made. But it's funny, I used to try to go to the movies on Tuesday to save money, but now that I have my mortgage paid off, I kind of don't really care, and I go any day of the week. So
Party on, Sean. You're crazy.
Thanks.
You're crazy, man. All right, Burn Your Mortgage. It's available now. I would buy a copy, but I'm trying to pay off my mortgage. Sean Cooper, good to see you this morning. Thanks.
A pleasure. Thank you.